all you hardcores out there, how you doing? It's Big Porky here. I'm going to get my feet untangled from this tripod. Few teething problems for the piggy boy, as I am known lately this week. That should do it. Alright, here we go. How are you doing? Put my 2019 diary away. Still not booked up, still unpopular. I'm joking. Right. Fantastic meeting today with NJ. Things are looking good. I can't tell you what's happened. I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is these are not bad, these Maxi Muscle chocolate brownies. Just like what Kel Brook makes people with, chocolate brownie. I'm going off penguins, but Porky loves a penguin. Right, straight down to business. No messing about. Strawberry milkshake? What's that? Oh, yeah. Right, Frampton Warrington. What do I think of Frampton Warrington? Well, personally, I think it's a good fight. Just had a big dinner, soup with about 6 crackers. Oh. Frampton Warrington, I think it's a great fight. Now, I like to give predictions me on the round, but you can't always get it bang on with predicting it around. So I'm going to go for Frampton on points. I like Josh Warrington. I think he's very, he's got a lot to his game. I think he's a better boxer than what people think. And but I'm going to play it safe with my bet at the bookies on Frampton on points. Well, Frampton to win. But I just think he's got more to his game. But who's to say that he hasn't got to the top and is coming down? And that Josh Warrington's at the top, because as far as I'm concerned, if Josh Warrington wins on Saturday, he's top 15 pound for pound. He's in my top 15 if he beats Frampton. He'll be 28-0, British, Commonwealth, European, world champion. I think it's a great story. He's a nice kid. I just think it's a great story. I really do. What does leave a sour taste in my mouth? And it's like Frank Warren said in it, there's an unwritten rule in the boxing industry. That's going to fall, that tripod. There's an unwritten rule in the boxing industry that says that you do not, and I repeat, you do not put pay-per-view fights on at the same time as other pay-per-views. I mean, Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, I'm not going to say that Eddie Hearn wants locking up, right? But I just think that Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, he's bang out of order. Where's that Fight Pass t-shirt gone? Somebody's nicked that Fight Pass t-shirt. Who'd want to nick one of them? Hey? Who's nicked my Fight Pass t-shirt? Same person who's nicked my Ted Baker hat. But that won't be far. No, why would you put on, right? It's leaning again, that tripod. Why would you put on a pay-per-view fight? That's better, isn't it? Why would you put a pay-per-view fight on at the same time as another pay-per-view fight? Because the kids are fighting at same day, aren't they? And Eddie Hearn announced his a long time after, didn't he? So as far as I'm concerned, it's in bad taste. I think it's in bad taste, and British Boxing Board of Control need to step in. I know they can do what they want, but what are they trying to do? Are they trying to torpedo BT Sport? I mean, at the end of the day, right, Frank Warren's a businessman, isn't he? But he's never done that, has he? And I think that Eddie Hearn, I think he lacks. I think Eddie Hearn's had it all his own way all his life, hasn't he, right? When you've had everything your own way in life, right, you're not used to the word no, Eddie. No. He's not used to that word, no. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it's bang out of order. The people who are going to suffer are all the fans. And you've got Josh Warrington, Carl Frampton, their teams behind them, Jamie Moore, Sean O'Hagan, the father of Josh Warrington. It's going to affect all their families. It's also going to affect, I mean, I don't hear anything from Derek Chisora and Dillian White. I don't hear anything, and I respect them guys. I don't hear anything from them complaining, for the simple reason they know they're lucky to be in a pay-per-view, don't they, really? Now, they had a great fight the first time, so I think they're probably going to do well this time. But if you go on the forums, I were on the forums last night till 4 AM, and let me tell you this, there's a lot of bad feeling to as regards what they've done. I mean, you've got, how pompous is Adam Smith? Is he pompous or what? And you've got Eddie there breezing about. Now, I have people ring me up all the time, and I've had more phone calls from ex-pros, some in the media, I'm not going to say who, you'd be surprised who, and promoters, managers, cutmen, you know, people in my area who promote, manage and train fighters. They all agree with me. So I said, well, why don't you say something about it? And do you know what they said to me? And I think you know what I'm on about. They said, well, we work with him, don't we? How can we say anything, Porky? I said, well, what you do when you see him, you say, you're bang out of order, because you're willing to work with everybody, same as Eddie is. He didn't want to work with Frank. He's worked with Frank 4 times, hasn't he? The 4th time they didn't get to work with him because the Saunders fight didn't happen. That's it, in 8 years, 4 times. Now, as far as I'm concerned, full after that soup crap. As far as I'm concerned, it's bang out of order. Bang out of order. The fans are going to suffer. Now, as a protest, I'm going to pay for the Warrington Frampton fight. I'm going to pay, is it 20 quid? I'm going to pay that 20 quid on Saturday night, and I'm going to sit in my house, and I'm not going out. I usually do an all day Saturday. I'm going to sit in my house. I'm going to get 6 bottles of Black Sheep beer. I'm going to put it in the freezer for about 40 minutes, and I'm going to start swilling, and I'm going to watch the boxing, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to put a bet on what I think is going to win. And how I'm cheesed off is, I've got a lot of time for Mark Tibbs, and his fighter is Dillian White. Now, Dillian White's turned his life around, and I like things like that. You know, people have gone that wrong path. I have a lot of time for people. Anybody in this world who's been on the wrong side of the tracks or had a tough time. I like people who come through adversity. You've got to give Dillian White respect. He was a dad at 13, but I'm going to miss their fight, and I'm good about that, because I'm not going to pay 20 for theirs and 20 for other and keep flipping over, because I like to sit and enjoy the show. I like to sit there and say, oh, listen to him, company man, pundit, oh, look at that, that was a bad decision by the ref. I like the whole show. I don't sing Sweet Caroline though, but I just think that, I think it's bad for boxing, and I think it's really bad, and I think it could come to bite Eddie Hearn on his rear bumper, me, I really do, because what he's doing now, he's alienating himself. He's like a politician, Eddie, now, isn't he? Like a them and us. It's like Eddie Hearn, he lives in the big house, doesn't he? I send him a Christmas card every year. Not to Mascal's, I send it to his house, mate. A cheap one. He's living in his big house, isn't he? Big Rolls Royce outside. Missus there, own business. Driving a Range Rover. They've got the perfect lifestyle, the perfect haircuts, the teeth done, the Botox, the lot. They're the perfect people. And then you've got the boxing fans who have to listen to his bull every week. Derek Chisora's a beast. He's eating kangaroo meat now and spinach. And he's training with a weighted vest. Oh, like weighted vests have just been invented. What's he been doing for the last 20 years then, Derek? Eh? Oh, and now that he's with Davy Day, he's a different animal. He's a different animal. Apples and pears, cheeky Nando's, muggy rascal, Tom Ford coats. Listen, this is how I look at it. I'm telling you now. He's alienating himself from fans. It doesn't need me to tell you, the hardcore fans, as well as these casuals, that this man's programmed to milk it for money. And I think the fans now, they've got to the stage where, well, I'm not going to say who, but people around Carl Frampton are disgusted. And I'm disgusted. And it's disgusting. Right? Disgusting what's gone off. You've got Carl Frampton there. He's a nice kid. You don't get him staggering out of nightclubs. They don't kick off at presses. Josh Waddington done. They're respectful kids. They're brought up properly with manners. They're proper boxing people. They're the type of kids that, if they lived on my street and I were growing up, I'd be outside their house with a ball. And I'd say I want to be like them when I'm older. It's like my pal here whose place is this. He's a bit older than me. He was a footballer. When I was a kid, I was outside his house with a ball. And I used to say I'm going to be like him and his brothers when I get older. Because they were fetched up properly. Eddie Hearn, his dad was never there for him unless he were at boxing. He's never had no, there's never been no guidelines, as we all know about Eddie, don't we? I don't want to go on about him, but it's disgusting this, and it's left a bad taste in my mouth. Totally disgusting. He should be ashamed. The fans are going to suffer. I'm first a boxing fan, also an hardcore fan as well, and I'm also trying to make my way in the industry, and I'm disgusted with it. And you know what? I'll tell you, Dennis is disgusted with it. I'm not going to say who else is disgusted with it, because Dennis ain't bothered about working with Eddie. We all know that Eddie's scared to death of him. Den ain't bothered. He's a multi-millionaire. Why does he need to work with him? He's going to make his own way in boxing. But I know former world champions who are disgusted with him as well. I know top trainers in area who are disgusted. The fans are going to be affected, aren't they, on Saturday? And I'm going to be affected. They could have put Dillian White on against Chisora 2 weeks ago. Or they could have put it on in Feb, couldn't they? Could have said they got an injury and put it back, couldn't they? They could have done that, let me tell you. And Dillian White and Chisora, I think deep down, they're nice kids them. I think they might flare up and that, but if you meet them in real life, I heard they're alright, they're pretty approachable. Dave Allen says to me that Dillian White's a decent kid. Nobody said up to me about Chisora. He comes across as a bit of a nutter, but do you know what? I've seen him give 20 grand cheques to charity and that, so Derek Chisora can't be all that bad, can he? Don Charles is a gentleman, he trains Chisora. We know what Davy Day is, don't we? He's money driven, and he's like Hearn, innit? Davy Day's been a superstar. He's had people fawning all over him, hasn't he, for the last, I don't know, 15, 16 years, but Eddie Hearn has had no guidelines. He's used to getting his own way all the time now. I've got an email on here. Yeah? Oh, I've got an email on here, let me tell you this. Eddie Hearn, the first time he ever opened up to me. And Eddie, I know you've got your lads watching this, Frank or Anthony, Lever, Frank Smith. Eddie Hearn, and I said, don't worry Eddie, keep your chin up. I'm not going to say what was said. Eddie Hearn were devastated when Frampton left him. 2016, or it 2014. It was a few years ago before it. No, it was 16 when Warrington left him. Well, it was a few years before then. He went to Cyclone. Frampton were the first guy to leave Eddie Hearn, and that knocked him for a bit. He still got over it because that's how he is. It's business, I understand that, but Warrington left him as well. So he's done this to get at them. That's why he's done it. But what he's done, like I said, he's alienated a country, hasn't he? He's probably alienated all the Irish fans. All he's going to do is damage to his brand, isn't he? Brand Eddie. Do you know what I mean? Being the #1 promoter in world boxing doesn't give you the right to go out and torpedo other people's shows. I know him and Frank Warren are not going to be swapping Christmas cards, but it's wrong and it's bad, right? And it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I dare say, all them true hardcore fans, you know, on Saturday when they're flicking through with the channels, and them who've bought both, I think it's bad. And there's going to be no streaming because they've got that. There's something that they've got now, and all streams are getting blocked all the time and shutting off and that. So you're going to have to pay, but I'm going to pay for one. I'm going to pay for Josh Warrington and Frampton, because my little lad, he's never going to box. We all know we all know that, don't we? But he's a brainy kid, my little boy. He's 6, and if he was going to box, I'd want him to look up to people like Frampton, Josh Warrington. They've never been in trouble, have they? And they speak good, don't they? They're nice kids. Do you know what I mean? I'd want them to look up to him. They fight anybody. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get off this subject because it just done my head in. Hearn Brook, April 13th, Wembley. Joshua against Big Baby Miller, April, Madison Square Garden. If Eddie Hearn puts Joshua in the ring with Big Baby Miller in Madison Square Garden, he may as well pack up on it. Eh? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? They're screaming now, we want Wilder, we want Wilder, we want Wilder. You could have had Wilder 4 months ago. You could have had Wilder, Eddie, 4 months ago. 50 million, you knocked it back. You said you knocked the offer back. At first you said they haven't got the money, then you said they have got it, but we're knocking it back. 50 million or 80 million with a rematch. You knocked it back. Now, I'm begging. Yeah, am I begging? Yeah, I'm begging, Joshua said. They want the Wilder fight. So you can't go from that to Big Baby Miller. Do me a favour. I don't want to talk about it. Kell Brook against Amir Khan. I think it's lost its sparkle, but I hope they get it. I heard a little rumour last night. I hope it's not true. A trainer, I'm not going to say who, told me that Kell Brook's gone back to Dominic Ingle, but I don't believe it. There's nothing out there. People I spoke to said he hasn't. So I hope he hasn't. Not that I've got anything to do with Dominic Ingle, don't really know him. I like John Fuchs, and I think John Fuchs deserves a break. He's just won with Kell on points. He's only had 1 fight, 1 win. So why get rid of him? It's like Dennis, he went 4-0 with Ricky Hatton. Why get rid of him? Why? Why? Because they got the Mayweather fight. Dennis said, let's get the Mayweather fight in a few more fights, get some more money built up. But they dived in, didn't they? So Dennis went 4-0 with Hatton. He went 13-0 with Jamie McDonald. And he went with Eddie Hearn. Got greedy, didn't he? Where's McDonald going now? Where's both McDonalds going? I like Gav McDonald, he's a trier. Where are they going though? Where? I don't know, but loyalty. Steffi Bull keeps going on about loyalty in boxing and this and that. Do me a favour. Do me a favour, Steffi. Come on. Do me a favour. But people in the boxing industry, Jesus, leaves a lot to be desired, some of the things. Let me tell you this, right? Like I've just said to you earlier, there's promoters around here, managers, cutmen, seconds, bellmen, whatever, fighters. Nobody dare say a word about this pay-per-view double booking by Eddie Hearn. He's the cause of it. And nobody dare say a word in the industry. Yeah, they're talking amongst themselves. Do you think Eddie Hearn gives a hoot about yous. All you people that are watching me work in boxing industry in South Yorkshire, you know what you're saying to people, because it comes back to old Porky. Don't say it to me, you go tell him, because I tell him. I'm putting billboards up. Next one's going to go up in Essex, let me tell you. Next one's going to go over in Essex. And who's going to stop me? Who can stop me? Who? Who's going to stop me putting a billboard up? Maybe while they see what it says on the next one. We're just working on design today. Who can stop me? People can phone up. But when somebody phones you up on a withheld number, withheld number, grow a pair and phone me on a number that I can see. Be a man and phone me on a video call. That's what I say. Phoning me up on withheld numbers, take your banner down. You know who you are. Ring me on a video call, or come to the corner pocket in Mexborough. I'm there all day on a Sunday. Come and see me. Don't chat on the telephone. Come and see me. You know where I am. Or ring me on video call if you've got a problem. Or get Eddie to phone me. Alright? Come. Let's see what else is on the agenda. Why won't Eddie Hearn tell the fans why Fury versus Vladimir ended up on Sky? Ah, nobody thought I'd ever bring that up, did they? Well, I know. Come on, Eddie. Tell the fans when you said you've got an exclusive deal with Sky and nobody's allowed on Sky. But Mick Hennessy and Peter Fury, they got Tyson on, didn't they, against Vladimir? Eddie, why don't you tell fans how that happened? I know. Tell the fans about your exclusive deal with Sky, Eddie, and how them boys ended up on Sky. Come on, Eddie, tell them. I know you've got your cronies watching. Come and tell the fans. Like I said, if anybody's got a problem with what I say on here, come see me. Like James Toney says, come see me. Don't chat. Come and see me. I'm very approachable. But I think that there's too many people in boxing. Chat, 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 chat. Chat, 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 chat. Say it to somebody's face. Now on Monday I'm going to be going up to a new gym in Sheffield to give a bit of publicity to my pal Nicky and Luke Smedley. They're going to be putting on a show. Black Cat Boxing. Dancing with the Stars, and I said I'd help them because they're my pals and I like them. Now, anybody's got a problem, come and see me or get in touch with whoever. So I'm not hard to find in boxing. Ring Dennis, tweet him, whatever if you've got a problem. You've got my number, phone me on a video. You don't need to keep phoning me on withhelds. When you phone somebody on a withheld number, it shows that you're frightened. It's like going and knocking on somebody's door when you're 10 and you run away, innit? Boom, boom! Right. Lastly, I'm going to bring this up now. The Prediction League is finished. As of January, first time there's boxing on, you can email me the fights that you're going to pick and I'll save the emails. All you've got to do is email me, porkycorner@mail.com, right? I ought to read that email I got sent by somebody the other day, but I'm not going to give them airtime. Because you're going to get haters, aren't you? So they're not really worth it, are they? Haters have no... They're not really brave, are they? They're just... They're like that, aren't they? Alright, the Prediction League's done. 15 people we're going to stretch it to because they've already got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 6 places left. What it is, if you pick a win, if say for instance Chisora against White, if you pick Chisora to win, you just pick Chisora win. So he can win by points or KO, you get 3 points. But if you say he's going to win by KO, you get 4 points. If you say he's definitely going to win by points, he has to win on points. You get 5 points. If you pick a round that he's going to win in, or either guy's going to win in, you get 6. And if you pick a draw, because only 3% of fights end up draws. If you pick a draw, you get 7 points. We're going to have 15 names, and at the end of the year, I'm personally going to give them 2 tickets ringside to a show that's televised. And I'll give you, if you want it, you don't have to take it, some Porky memorabilia. I don't know what yet, because we're in discussions with K Official, and there's other ongoing things about how we're going to work it. But I will personally give my word and guarantee that you'll get like a Porky package. Bit cringe in it, but I'm going to do that out of goodness of my heart. Don't forget that cost us here money, and you get 2 tickets to a televised show in Sheffield, right? That's the winner. That'll be next Christmas, so there's all year. People are obviously might drop out of this league as it goes on. It's just something that you can do as a hobby, innit? You have to send me your predictions. They've got to be a televised shows worldwide. Just send me your predictions in, and I will give you. You have to send me it in, so there's a time on your email. It's no good sending me it in after, because I'll catch you out. And we'll have the totals up at the end of the year, and we'll see who wins. Because there's loads of shows in a year. It could be 200 shows, so that people could drop out and other people could take the places. Now this is probably going to take a lot of time. It's going to take that much time. I'm not even going to predict what's going to happen the weekend before, but you have to send me in your emails. Send me in your emails, and the limit you can go for is 10 fights per weekend. Pick 10 fights per weekend and I'll do your score, and that's for 15 people, so that's 150 I've got to go through. You're probably looking at a day's filming, a day's going through it and then filming end of day, me putting the results out there. Alright, so I hope it doesn't fail, but I might be complicated doing it with 15 people, so I might just do it to 10. I'm toying with idea, but alright, so peace out. Keep following boxing, because boxing is the greatest sport in the world. Keep following Porky's Corner, because all them people that follow me in my heart. Okay, now if you've got a problem with anything, send me an email. Alright? All you haters out there, I'm going to turn you into lovers and fans. Okay? So, peace out. Keep on trucking. Everybody have a great, great Christmas. Alright? If I don't do a video before Christmas, have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Don't drink drive and be a fool like I used to do. It's not worth it. Get a taxi. Because you know when you're in them cells and you know you've been done for drink drive, you'll say, God, I wish I'd have paid a tenner for a taxi. It's now going to get me an 18-month ban, or in my case, if I do it one more time, 10-year ban. So they do drug testing now for, you just put a swab on your mouth. So, alright, keep on trucking. Turn this off. Ready, yeah?
I just want to put printer on the paper school.
Alright.
I might as well be running while